content in your pockets. Doop-a-doo. We better make haste or let that meat go to waste in the wasteland.
Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Austin.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Fallout. That's what we're playing.
I didn't even get to finish my name.
He's so excited about being GM.
Yeah, I am. This has been fun. So, guys, what have you been doing?
Yeah, Core. What have you been doing?
You guys know how I am. I don't tell you guys anything personal.
This is
Ever.
true.
Yeah.
I appreciate that about you.
But I've been doing crimes.
Okay, can we go back to the
Secretly.
part where you don't tell us things
Oh,
that
yeah.
we might have to testify
Well,
about?
I got
Fuck off, Kyle. I want to hear about this.
I got a bourbon in me. I'm feeling loosey lippy.
I see. I have been waiting to play my Fallout character Pickle again.
Yeah, I've only thought about this for a week.
Corey's just been sitting anticipating playing Bailey again.
That's why I crimed. I was frustrated.
Much like Austin Butler for his portrayal of Elvis, I have exclusively been pretending to be Duke Fury for the past week.
Oh, okay.
So, Todd, I've been meaning to ask you, is Duke Fury an Elvis nickname I've never heard of?
No, that's just, I don't know. I just came up with it.
I mean, it's fantastic.
Here's my thought process on this. Let me give you a little peek behind the curtain here at Todd's Oz. Austin said 50s, and I immediately thought Elvis.
Okay,
There you go.
gotcha.
A little behind the veil on Bailey Big Smile. She's sad.
Oh, my guy's named Pickle.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I think Pickle is the most well-adjusted.
Yeah.
Pickle's very happy.
So when last we left our Fallout characters, they had just emerged from a sewer after also criming. So when we emerged from the sewers, we had our eyes on Diamond City, which is 2 blocks down the streets of what used to be Boston, now is just hell. And right as our adventure ended, we spotted 3 super mutants walking up the kind of street. Now, before we actually get into the...
Quick question.
Yes.
So we're it's the former Boston, right? Mm-hmm. Are these super mutants named Wahlberg, perchance?
Ooh.
It's actually Wahlberg, Affleck, and Damon.
Holy shit!
And Bulger.
The
names.
the unholy trinity.
But seriously, is Pickle kin to any of these guys?
Oh, hey, there's my cousin.
Yeah, I mean, we're all related.
He's not related, but he goes to the same church.
Is it Piggy, Bucky, Tinkle, or Lance?
No, it's Presbyterian mutants. You can tell.
Oh.
Very rare in Boston. But
They have the amulets that all Presbyterians wear to this day.
so we leveled up right after the previous adventure and before we started recording.
Yeah, I'm level 2 now.
Bailey's actually leveled down.
-1.
We all gained +1 to max HP, +1 to a chosen skill, and a new perk.
Let me tell you what Duke Fury did. He's now at an 11 maximum HP, and added a 1 to my science, so I'm now 4 in sciencing. And picked up a new perk, and that perk is called Party Boy. It is physically impossible for Duke Fury to get addicted to alcohol and become an alcoholic, but he can drink all the alcohol he wants. As a matter of fact, whenever he takes a drink of the alcohol, of the devil's sauce, he gains +2 hit points.
I just wish our listeners could see Todd's ridiculous hand motions
I can't
while he
do
does
it.
the voice.
I can't do the voice without the hand motions. So I'm hoping there's a bar along the way so I can maybe chug a beer or take a shot of bourbon and make myself even stronger. Thank you.
Todd's so method, he's been constipated for 2 weeks.
Why you been carrying a tennis racket around, Todd?
Hey, remember when Todd died on the toilet? Yeah, he was playing Duke Fury.
He died doing what he loved. Playing games and not shitting.
So Pickle's HP is 14. I added a 1 to his melee weapon, so that's 4 now. And I took faster healing. When he makes an endurance plus survival roll to heal, the first additional D20 is free.
Cool.
So Bailey added 1 to her small gun skill, and her maximum hit points are now 13. And our luck points went back to max too, right, Austin?
They do.
Okay. She did not take a perk because she doesn't feel like she deserves one.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Excellent
Yeah.
role playing.
Yeah. Also method.
Do all of our luck points go back up to?
Yes, those refresh at the end of. It says journeys. I'm going to say that refreshes after each session.
Does it mean like at the end of a Journey album?
Yes, that's
Like if
exactly
you,
what it means.
You listen to the whole thing in one sitting?
You're not more lucky after that.
Grandpa Muffin had 4 Journey albums.
Wow.
They were all the same one.
And it wasn't the good one either.
Yeah, it was the
no.
one with the new singer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the Steve Perry journey.
Yeah.
All right, everybody ready?
Ready.
Chapter 3, Diamond City. So you guys have just emerged from this manhole in the ruined city streets and have spotted these 3 super mutants. They have not spotted you yet, but they are walking steadily up the street, almost patrolling, looking for any stragglers who are trying to get into Diamond City. What are you going to do?
What is the kind of gait of their walk? Are they like walking threateningly or are they skipping? Well, without a care in the world.
No, good question, Corey.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, have you seen those guards in front of the palace in England?
So they're just standing there motionless, and
They're
we can just
walking
walk
like
past
nutcrackers.
them. Okay. It's a goose stepping.
Yeah.
Wow! Fucking Nazis attack!
No, they're just kind of casually walking together. You can almost tell the 3 of them are kind of laughing. One's kind of swinging a club in like pantomime while he's telling the story about probably braining some random wastelander.
Oh, those are always good stories. Look, these people are very friendly. Pickle waves.
Okay, here we go.
One of them spots you, and he kind of points. He waves too,
Sure, we're friendly people.
and then the 3 of them run toward you.
Oh, hey, look, they're coming to give us hugs.
I doubt it.
Oh dear!
Gonna have to disagree with you there, Pickle. Looks like they're coming in kind of aggressive like.
So picture the camera kind of pushing in on the 4 of you, and Ras just runs. He runs out of frame, and he runs around the corner of one of these buildings.
Oh, that's a bad move. Super mutants can't help but run down somebody that runs.
So what are you going to do as they get closer?
If they attack, we fight. If not, we talk.
I stand behind the other 2.
Okay. So Pickle kind of takes a couple of steps forward, still waving.
Hey, you guys know my second cousin, Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It's fine.
And as they come up, the leader, who's wearing this kind of spiky, thrown together mishmash of things like hockey pads and metal helmets and biker gear, walks up and says, "Well, hey there. What are you guys doing in Boston?
Oh, hey, we're coming. We're trying to find Diamond City.
Have you been here before, Mr. Super Mutant?
Nope. Well, I don't think so. I have some memory loss.
You got some memory loss. I got the same kind of thing happen to my sister.
It's common, I
Big
think.
families, these mutants, it seems.
No, but anyway, so some person named Mika told us that we were going to have to go get a gecko lizard and take it to,
I love lizards.
to Colorado.
Lizards hate me.
And then Dr. A guy who just ran away,
Doctor, make a run fast.
but yeah, was with us. This is Duke Fury. That's Bailey. Big smile. She's an optimist. I'm Pickle.
Yeah, my blood flows backwards like an Australian toilet.
Pickle just looks at her and nods his head as if yes, correct.
It's trying to get away from me.
So we know we're supposed to find Clemens in Diamond City. Do you guys know who that is?
Oh yeah, Diamond City's right over there.
Okay, cool. But do you know Clemens?
I don't know Clemens.
It may be Roger Clemens.
Tracks.
Well, I'll tell you what. You folks can proceed on to Diamond City, but I'm going to respectfully request that you leave the human here because we haven't eaten in a couple days and we're starting to get hungry.
Well, our lunch just ran that way. Go eat that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think that we shouldn't let him eat the doctor.
You're right. Wait. What if I gave you a very relatively fresh human you could eat?
Well, that'd sound amazing.
I take the dead girl out of my bag.
Yes.
Here you go. Now, she's really smart, so I would start with the head.
Oh, yeah, I love heads.
Now, do you need some salt? Because I think I got some salt.
No, I got all the garlic I need in my back pocket.
Okay, now remember, the spines can get kind of chewy, so I cook those longer.
Oh, see, I eat the spines raw like sushi.
Oh, you're a brave man. We don't do that in Maine. But you know what? It's a different place, so when in Rome, right?
Oh, yeah. Just throw some lizard eggs on that thing like caviar. You eat that up.
Oh, that does sound pretty good, okay. Yeah, so he gives him the dead scientist.
Okay. So as you hand over the remains of Mika, the super mutant says, my name's Adam.
Oh, hey.
This is my buddy Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
And this is my other buddy Dallas.
It sounds like Patreon-ish.
It is named after Adam's story, Jamie Hamlin, and Dallas Gibson.
Thanks, you three.
But there is 3 of us, and there's just one of these little humans. But
Well, look, that's why you got to cook them down and you make a stew. Come on, fellas.
make a charisma plus bartering check.
How are you on that they're bartering in charisma, Pickle?
Well, Pickle is about as good as you would think, which is to say not at all.
I have a 2 in barter, but my charisma is not great, shockingly.
So you can give this a try, Corey.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a difficulty 2 for anyone that isn't a super mutant. For a super mutant, it's just going to be difficulty 1.
Well, can we just assist Kyle?
Yeah, how does help work again?
They just roll 1d20, and if they get a success, they can add it to yours.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Well, Duke Fury, he's got a 2 in barter, and he is a 6 charisma.
All right, so which one of you are going to help?
Well, I only need 1 success, so if it's like the other 2d20 systems,
You have to roll at least 1 success.
right.
If you want to assist someone else in doing it, that would be more...
Yeah, we should probably assist Todd. Okay, so I'm going to help Todd just by looking friendly
Okay.
and
Sitting there with
And everything else you've said up to
double
this point.
thumbs up the whole time.
now
Good meat.
do I roll just a regular skill test but with 1 die?
Yes.
So could I roll speech? My speech and my charisma?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, so it's 7, so not great odds. 17. Nope.
Okay.
Well, Duke Fury rolled a 20,
Ooh, okay.
Not great.
and also a 4.
Okay, so that's 1 success. Corey, what'd you get?
I got a 3.
Corey got a 3, Todd got a 2, but
Yeah.
we do have a complication.
Yeah, so that's...
I'm gonna use a luck to re-roll that D20 that came up 20.
all right, go for it.
Nice. So really we just need to get rid of the 20.
Yeah. That's a 20. God damn it.
It's what the gods wanted. I mean, it doesn't nullify our success. It's just a complication.
Yes.
It doesn't. I'm actually going to take that as action point or threat. Yeah, so they take all the different pieces of Mika.
Look here, fellas. I realize there's 3 of you and only 1 corpse. However, you chop it up right, you spread it around, you put it in a little water, maybe add some seasoning, you can have yourselves a clam bake. That's right.
Well, fellas, we never thought of that before. You guys are just the nicest, and they just turn and walk away without really saying goodbye. They're just kind of marveling at the meat they have and just kind of leave you standing in the street.
Used to that.
Well, I tell you, you keep an open mind and you meet nice people.
Yeah, let's do that for the rest of the game.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll work out good.
Well, we need another dead scientist. Where'd that guy go?
Oh, he's over there, just kind of staring at you as you
I wave. Come on.
as you approach him to walk up to the gates of Diamond City. He says, "Did you just give the remains of that woman to the super mutants?"
I'm sorry. Did you want to eat it?
And he turns and walks toward the gates.
I mean, he could have just said something. We've been gone for like hours together, so.
Yeah, like that's the craziest thing you've seen in the wasteland.
Cannibalism.
Yeah.
As the sun's at its highest point in the sky, you enter a vast concrete structure, a stadium. Looking up, you can see pennants lining the outer walls, and you realize this city is built within the bones of Fenway Park. You wind your way through the walkways until you emerge into the open air, looking out for the first time at Diamond City. Along the mid-level walkways are ramshackle buildings and shops made from scrap metal. Above, you can see where the wealthiest residents live in dwellings made from the units of box seating, and down below, the tenements and shacks mark the poorest part of the community, where the baseball field itself used to be. Dr. Rast removes his gas helmet, breathing in deep. Well, welcome to Diamond City. It's truly one of a kind. I'll see about finding us a place to stay. Why don't you see what you can learn about Mika and this man Clements we're supposed to be looking for?
We gave Mika away.
Well, don't tell anyone that. And with that, he turns and disappears into the bustling crowd of peddlers and settlers.
Oh, there's people in here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is a crowded marketplace. You look around and you can see a a few scrap metal shops and tents. One sign says Diamond City Surplus, which looks like it's over a supply shop of some kind. There's a big radio tower next to a shack that says Red Sox Radio, and looking like a concession stand with a camper welded on top of it and a bunch of canvas drapery making a lean-to around it is what looks like a bar with a sign over it that says Colonial Tap House.
Excuse me, fellas. Duke Fury is about to go get his drink on. Get a little extra strength, if you know what I'm talking about. I'll be there in that tap room if you need me.
Okay, I'm going to go find Roger Clemens.
Yay, Raphael Devers.
All right, so Todd, you're going to the tap house. Kyle, you're looking where?
He is going to go up to each person that he sees and ask them if they know Roger Clemens.
Good plan.
And Bailey notices very quickly that no one gives her a second glance. No one is repulsed by her. No one openly shuns her. Nobody gets out a pitchfork. In fact, you can see a family of ghouls operating what looks like a fruit stand. The fruit looks like shit, but the stand looks great. So this character Clemens that you're looking for, you don't know anything about him other than just the fact that he was a contact of Mika's within Diamond City.
Okay. Bailey's going to go to the family of ghouls, see if they know who it is.
All right.
I'm assuming that in this tap house they do actually have alcohol.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well, that's +2 maximum HP to Duke Fury, so he is now at 13 HP.
We'll say, how many bottle caps you have, Duke?
Duke Fury's got 10 bottle caps.
All right, we'll say you easily go through 5.
Let's do it.
Wow. I mean, at these prices, what is this? Barrel and Bond? Come on. Thanks, Barrel and Bond. You're our sponsor.
So, Kyle, what's it like when Pickle goes and interrogates the crowd en masse?
Well, again, he goes up to everybody individually, taps them on the shoulder until they turn around and says, "Oh, hey there, I'm Pickle. I'm looking for Roger Clemens. He's a friend of Mika. We traded her body to some super mutants. Have you seen either one of them?" And just waits patiently until they give him an answer.
Most folks don't respond at all.
Then he just repeats the question.
It's so weird. They just pretend they don't hear you.
Then he just repeats the question.
Yeah. There's several people looking at you because some people have never seen a super mutant before, especially in polite society.
If like people are freaked out because he's a super mutant, it's going to be awkward because he will keep asking the first person until they answer.
So then what we see is the camera kind of panning past Duke Fury sitting at the bar to this random person whom Pickle is just following behind asking the same question. And we settle on Bailey as she approaches this family of ghouls at a fruit stand.
Hey, in advance, you're not going to like me, but my name's Bailey. I'm a ghoul too.
One kind of steps to the front and says, "Hello, welcome to the Powell Emporium."
Jesus Christ.
This is named for Patreon supporter Amanda Powell.
Thank you, Amanda. So, okay, here's the deal. This is going to be boring in advance. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. We found this lady in a hole, and she wants this thing, and she wants us to get it, and then we're going to get it, and we got to take it somewhere else. It's gonna be like the Book of Eli minus literacy.
I don't know anything about a woman who's looking for something, but can I get you something to eat for the road?
No, she sent us here to find a guy. His name's Clemens. You know where he is.
Oh, I believe I have met someone named Clemens.
Okay.
He came to town not too long ago.
Where is he?
He's a nice fella, but he mostly paid for the construction of the chapel over there in the corner.
Okay, thanks. I'm leaving now. I'm going to the chapel.
Okay.
and I'm not gonna get married.
Corey, please get Pickle, or he'll just be lost for days.
She grabs Pickle.
I was asking somebody about Roger Clemens.
I found the secrets.
Oh my gosh, you're good.
For the love of God, please make this thing leave me alone.
Okay, bye. Thanks for your help, Marge.
So the two of you walk to the chapel, and while they're walking over there, we cut back to Duke Fury sitting at the bar.
What's the bartender's name?
His name is Derek.
Well, hey there, Derek. Name's Duke Fury, and I'm in town because I'm looking for a fella named Clemens. Does that ring any kind of bells in your head there, buddy?
Oh, you must be the guy that has been paying for the chapel over here.
Tell you what, Derek, I'm going to give you a really good tip if you can point me in the direction of that chapel.
Well, yeah, it's just a couple of spots down. It looked like a couple of your friends when you first came into town. It looked like a couple of them were already headed over that way. This Clements has been helping people deal with the synth problem we've been having around here.
Sith problem? Oh, no.
I can't understand why it would be hard to understand, Derek, but he's saying synth problem.
Oh, yeah, I hate that music, too.
Let me tell you something, Derek. You're a good man. I appreciate the information. If things had worked out differently, maybe I'd put you in Duke Fury's Mafia. You'd be one of those guys that followed me around everywhere and give me information and hand me Cheetos.
Well, I'd like to do that. I'd love to go on an adventure.
So I promised you a tip.
Okay.
Always be taking care of business. That's
Get the
TCB.
fuck out of my bar.
Oh, no.
Special thanks to Patreon member Derek Ober.
Thanks, Derek.
Yeah. So as you exit the bar, what you see are Bailey and Pickle already kind of making their way over to what looks like this tiny chapel with a little steeple on top made out of scrap metal and cobbled together bits of what looks like shipping pallets. And standing in front, keeping watch over 3 or 4 workmen who are actively constructing the chapel, is a tall, dark, handsome-looking, piratical chap who can only be Clemens.
Wait, what was the word you used to describe him?
Piratical.
Is that pirate-like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I thought he's a pie radical. I thought he'd... he's like, we don't need crust. I'm a pie, I'm a radical.
I was trying
Covered
to,
in cherries.
I was trying to think of some really lesser known Catholic sect.
He's covered in numbers. He's a pie radical.
Yeah, instead of the cross, it's just 3.1.
Who's going to approach the piratical Mr. Clemens?
I have the least to live for, so I'll go first.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Mr. Clemens, I'm Bailey. You won't like me. I don't even think Michael Landon would have liked me. Well, Michael Landon liked everybody, right? Yeah. He was an angel.
Oh, shit. He was.
And a father.
Turning around, you see he kind of looks like Mike Landon. But when he opens his mouth, he doesn't sound like him. Yeah, what do you want?
Well, we were sent to find you.
By who?
Mika.
Oh, you found her?
Yeah.
That's a long story.
She's fine. She's not. She's dead.
I don't know. I think she's probably as fine as you could be if you were dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
We made sure she had a proper burial and everything.
You see Pickle looking very confused.
Hey, buddy, here in Diamond City, burial is just a code word for eaten by mutants.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she was so close to finding it, too.
Oh, yeah. I've buried 28 people.
Yeah, he's real friendly like that. He's a good mutant.
So if you've met Mika...
Yeah, we're looking for the gag. She asked us to help, that you would know what to do.
He looks suspiciously at all 3 of you, especially the super mutant.
I mean, you can trust us. If I got to roll something to make you trust me, I will. You know. Why would I lie? I got nothing to fucking live for. Look at it. My head.
No, that's true.
No, look at it. Look at that head.
Look at you, all of
It's
you, man.
fucked.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, we're all fucked.
What if we said the name Dr. Rast? Does that mean anything to you?
He looks back and forth between all of you, and he doesn't speak for a moment. And then you hear a voice behind you. Mika says it's time to find the promised land. And Dr. Rast is standing behind you.
Holy shit!
And when he hears those words, Clement seems to relax just a little bit. Ah, well, you really have met Mika then.
Yeah, she was cool.
So you're looking for the Gek, huh?
We are here to take care of business. That is TCB.
Well, I do believe Mika found the Gek, but none of us can get to it unless you know how to hack into computers and such.
Excuse me, but allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Duke the Hacker Fury. There ain't been a computer manufactured in this wasteland that Duke Fury can't hack into.
All right, well, then you may be just who we're looking for.
Show me this computer, Duke Fury's gonna hack it.
So Clements turns and escorts the 3 of you, well, the 4 of you now, down the street and toward a sign that says the Dugout Inn. And you can tell it's a big building where the entrance hall has been kind of fashioned out of one of the dugouts on the baseball field. And as he walks,
good
Clements kind of introduces himself and tells you a little bit more about himself. Mika came to this city a few months ago, before he ever came to town. And when he first met her, she was running from what she called a synth, which was like a human android that was in pursuit of her and the Gek. And Mika and Clements basically worked out a deal where she paid him a vast sum of money to be able to hide out in a space that he had carved out underneath the dugout inn. There's a tunnel underneath the dugout inn that leads to a safe house. And that's where she hid out for a few weeks until she could venture out and try to find a place to actually use the Gek and start rebuilding society. But now she's been gone several weeks and he can't get into the tunnel. So he takes you into what literally just is a dugout and leads you through what you can tell used to be the locker rooms, but now it just looks like kind of a giant hostel where people are sleeping and using the showers. And
So it's that kind of hostel, not the kind where you like get hacked up into little pieces and drilled. And
What's Eli Roth doing here?
Yeah, no. I believe Todd is referring to a Ramada Inn.
so he takes you down a set of concrete steps that lead further underground underneath the baseball diamond. And finally you come up on not a normal door, but what looks like a kind of retrofitted vault door. The same kind of door you saw in front of Vault 95, like this giant gear. And Clements points you to the gigantic computer console next to it. That's the last place I ever saw her, was when she was leaving this door. She locked it behind her, and she hit the road, and now nobody can get in there again.
All right, everybody, it's Duke Fury time. And Duke walks up to the computer and he caresses it like a lover.
Jesus.
So, do we know anything about synths?
Nothing other than the fact that they are just humanoid robots.
Well, they were predominant in the 80s.
And they could say, look like humans.
Making a comeback.
Could they masquerade as humans?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So they're Terminators.
Pretty much.
Okay, so, hold on. Before you open that door, Clements, like you're saying that Eva Longoria was being hunted by a synth. Or wait, I forgot her name.
Yeah, she was being hunted by a synth.
And those are bad.
Well, there's some debate. Most of the time they coexist peacefully with other people, but
The synth community is very pro-synth.
So how do you know Dr. Rast?
I've met him once before when he came through Diamond City for supplies.
Was he with Mika, or was he hunting her? Because he's a synth.
Yeah, I even heard that the synths are all from Ohio. That's how you know they're bad, because Ohio's like North Korea in this hellscape, and they're actually from Cincinnati.
And you know what I've heard? I've heard their much ballyhooed chili is nothing but spaghetti sauce.
Is wet.
So Pickle made a very serious accusation there, and it got kind of lost in everyone else's shit.
Meanwhile, Duke Fury, totally in his own little world, he's rubbing the computer and saying things like, "Come on, mama, don't be cruel. I want you. I need you. I love you."
And all faces except Duke Fury's turn to look at Rast, who seems to kind of cower away a little bit, saying, I don't know what you're all talking about. As this,
I mean, come on, Derek. You were like trying to get to her, like you knew where she was when the Raiders came out of the pit, and like you were there suspiciously, and then you were like, "Oh yeah, we gotta help her," or whatever. And like, what? We don't know who you are, and you have a gas mask. And my grandpa Muffin said, "Never trust a guy in a gas mask."
Yeah, get him.
I don't know what's happening. And then Dr. Rast freezes, and you look over, and Clements is actually holding a remote control of some sort. And he says, "Yeah, it sounds like it's time to reset."
Okay, so you're a bad guy too.
Yeah, well, I couldn't go looking for the Gek myself.
I rip his head off.
Okay.
Well,
So it's still not very dramatic to be able to say, just look at initiative, but everybody look at initiative.
Yeah.
I'm looking so hard.
I immediately attack him. Pickles read lots of novels.
Duke Fury's got an initiative of 11.
But is Duke Fury in combat, or is Duke Fury caressing the computer?
He's rubbing on that computer.
I'm 10.
12.
You're 10. Dr. Rast's initiative is 17. Clements, who is also a synth, has initiative 11.
Well, I'm going to spend a luck to go first.
All right, so you are in kind of this concrete enclosure. There's a metal catwalk running up one side and then overhead to the locker rooms above. Duke Fury is at the computer console trying to get the vault door open. I'm going to go ahead and say everybody in the room understands that this is tight quarters. Anything with area of effect damage is going to be hard to get away from. Duke, you're probably doing the right thing trying to get that door open.
Okay, so
Just to
no
give you-
baseball grenades, and Kyle, get your bat ready.
I mean, I was only going to do the one thing anyway.
Yeah, so Clements is a synth just like Dr. Rast. Looks like he's the one in control. He's turning, probably to explain some part of the elaborate plan. You hear some words about the institution and the synthetic need to break down the Gek and figure out what it's made of. But Pickle doesn't really comprehend all that because he's already halfway through his swing.
Baseball!
All right, so this is going to be his defense is 1, so this is standard difficulty 1.
Oh, look at here. That's a crit on a 3 and a 6, so that is 3 successes.
Okay. Do you want to take the momentum?
So I've got 2 momentum from that.
Yeah. So you can take one momentum and get another one for extra damage.
Yeah, I'll put one in the pot since
Okay.
we don't have any, and I'll spend the other one on extra damage.
Okay.
Is that an extra D6?
It is.
Okay.
So that makes your total damage of what, Kyle?
7.
Okay.
Dang.
I do one thing. 8 damage, 3 effects,
Dang.
and the baseball bat has no effects on it, so just 8 damage.
Okay. Well, he's got a damage resistance of 3, so that'll be a total of 5 damage.
So he takes an injury then, right?
He does. I'm going to roll for where you hit him. Oh, it's the right leg.
I mean, he's a robot, so I'm assuming he has damage resistance over his whole body.
He does. So when Pickle swings his bat, it makes direct contact with what should be Clements' femur, and you see him kind of just almost bend at a right angle as you still hear the sound of bones cracking and biological material. Pickle does an unhealthy amount of damage to this leg.
What wound did he take?
In this case, it has crippled that leg, and so he's going to be dragging it around.
Nice.
Of the,
Oh, it's going to be hard to make home plate, ain't it? That's a baseball joke.
you motherfuckers, I getting your hands on the Gek. We got it at the Institute. Meanwhile, Rast, whose humanity has melted entirely from his face, turns to you with a blank expression now, says, kill, 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 and raises an auto pipe gun. That's going to be target number 8, and fires directly at Pickle. I'm going to spend some action points for some extra die. I'm spending 2 action points for that second extra die. As you spend action points or momentum or threat, whatever it is, depending on which Modifius 2d20 game you're playing, each die costs a level up in points.
Yeah, I think most of them have been that way. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
they're
sure.
all the same way.
Yeah.
The
As
first
far as I
die
know.
costs 1, the second die costs 2, and so forth.
Yeah.
Well, I'll spend our momentum to make his roll harder by 1.
Okay, what is your defense, Kyle?
1.
Okay, all right, so he's got to get 2 successes.
Yeah.
Ooh, he just about fucked up, but he rolled a crit. So 2 successes, and that's going to be 3 damage. He rolled 3 damage and an effect. Yeah, I don't think it has an effect, so you just take 3 damage.
Where did it hit?
Let's roll and see. Oh, in the head.
And
That's the best place to hit Pickle.
fine.
I have a lot of armor there. No.
So as Clement stumbles out of the way, Rast kind of straightens up, raising this auto pipe gun stiffly and fires it directly at Pickle. The bullets just kind of graze the side of his forehead, but it's enough to get him staggered away and gives Clements a chance to advance on him.
Now, Clemens has some kind of remote, right?
He does. That was just for color. This is what he's doing is he reset Rast back to
Mean mode.
yeah, basically back to standard Terminator mode rather than
Gotcha.
having
Factory
any sort of
settings.
humanity. Both of these synths come from an organization called the Institute, which tries to artificially create new lands in the wasteland. They want their hands on this Gek, not to use it, but to break it down and see how it works.
Need to focus on coming up with a better name.
I agree.
They
Institute.
should workshop that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Gek has been a fucking MacGuffin as long as I've been playing Fallout, and my continuous thought every time I come across it is, still.
As a quick side note, the button on the remote that Clemens has that turns Rast back into full-on robot mode is labeled OJ.
Oh.
I didn't realize that.
It is Bailey's turn. Rast is still standing at some remove. Clemens is advancing on Pickle, taking advantage of his wounded state.
Bailey's going to take aim with their pipe gun at Dr. Rast.
Okay.
Target number on my pipe gun is 8.
All right. His defense is 1, so that's just a difficulty 1.
Okay.
I'm going to spend an action point to make that 1 difficulty higher.
Okay. So you're out of action points now, right?
I am. I have spent them all.
That's what we call describing things the listeners cannot see. That's why we're a professional podcast.
Brought to you by Barrel and Bond.
Thank you, Barrel and Bond.
Which is also something most of our listeners have never seen.
And thankfully have not smelled that bathroom. It's sewage and chicken bones.
He's kidding about the chicken bones.
It smells like geck.
Ew. Okay, so 20 and a 15.
Oh, shit.
You could use a luck to reroll that.
Oh, that's true. Thank you, Kyle, the real professional here. I'm going to re-roll that 20. And I am tagged in pipe guns, so that lowers my crit range too, so I could technically possibly get 2 successes here.
You could.
Correct, yeah.
Reroll that shit.
It's an 8.
Nah.
Okay.
So
just
got one success.
So you don't accidentally shoot someone else, but you do fail.
Okay, good.
So bullets bounce off the concrete just above Dr. Rast's head. Clemens takes no notice as he raises a focused Institute laser rifle and fires it directly at Pickle.
Now, he's in melee, so does he have any sort... It should be harder to use a rifle in melee.
Well, the damage done to you forced you away enough that he can raise this rifle and use it on you without any penalty.
Yeah, it knocked you back 300 yards, Kyle.
Sure.
His target number is 11. Rolled a crit and an 11.
Jesus,
A
what
1
the
and 11.
Fuck? How are you rolling
I
like
don't
that?
like you.
That gives me 2 action points. I'm going to spend one of them for extra damage.
Austin's been biding his time. This is all a ruse. These past year and a half or however long we've been doing this fucking podcast, he's just been waiting for this moment, like with loaded die to roll shitty.
It's the long game.
Yeah. One day I will run Fallout.
All right. 4 damage and 3 effects.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
This is energy damage. Do you have any energy damage resistance?
Depending on where it hits me.
Let's see. The right leg.
No.
All right, so this laser rifle has the effect Burst. The attack hits 1 additional target within close range of the primary target for each effect rolled. Each additional target spends 1 additional unit of ammunition from the weapon. So what we're going to say is that Clements not only shoots at Pickle, but just fires in a wide arc and tries to hit all of you. I rolled 3 effects, so yeah, 4 damage for each one of you. Don't forget to take a look at your damage resistance, though, to see if you soak any of that.
In what area?
I don't know. Let's roll for each one of you.
Yeah, you should roll differently for the impact location.
That's fun.
Yeah. Kyle got hit in the right leg. Let's see where Todd gets hit. Ooh, the torso. Right in the back, I assume.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't hit his hips, he's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bailey also in the torso.
I will note that I have armor in 2 locations, and I have not yet been hit in those 2 locations in this entire game.
So is this energy damage resistance?
Yes.
Okay, I have 2 damage resistance for energy.
Okay, so you
Oh,
just take 2
nice.
damage.
Duke Fury has a 1 energy.
All right, so you just take 3. So this sets everybody to stagger for a moment as Clements fires this rifle wildly around this tiny room.
Okay, time out. And everybody's like, yeah, good idea. Let's, let's take a breather and we'll start again.
Todd, it is Duke Fury's turn.
Duke Fury's hacking.
Normally, I think this would be a difficulty 1. I'm going to go ahead and spend this action point and say that since you got hit, it's going to make it harder to concentrate, and it's got to be difficulty 2.
All right, well, one of my perks is I'm a hacker, and the difficulty of skill test to hack computers is decreased by 1, so you take one of them away.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Go for it. So your target number's what?
That's going to be a 13.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Roll it up.
Just like Elvis. Just what a hacker.
I rolled a 14 and a 19.
Okay.
Spend a luck.
I'm spending
Yeah.
a luck.
More like Hack Break Hotel.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, that's an 8.
For you listeners at home, Todd did the Elvis finger point.
It's amazing how in character we've all been.
I'm literally depressed.
Kyle's actually eating human flesh.
Well,
Todd,
no difference.
Kyle has a bat poised at my head right now.
we agreed we wouldn't talk about that part. Todd.
So everybody is distracted for a moment when there's this big metallic click and a big buzz, and all of a sudden this big gear starts pulling out from its slot in the wall and starts rolling to the side. You hear Clemens say, it's open. Rast, get the geck. And Rast starts moving directly for the doorway, and for Duke Fury, incidentally. But before that, Kyle, we're back up to Pickle's turn.
Okay, I attack again.
Okay? Which one you going for?
I mean, Clemens, he has the laser rifle. Okay, I'm going to hit him with my baseball bat. I rolled 2 20s.
Jesus.
Shit!
What?
That'd be amazing in
Austin
D&D.
has cursed us.
Well, I mean, I'm obviously going to spend a luck.
Okay.
You know what? I'll spend 2. Much better. 8 and 7.
Now,
Yay.
you've spent how much luck so far?
3.
Okay.
Because they reset. 2 successes. I assume I only needed 1 because we're in hand-to-hand combat.
You did.
So I'm going to take a momentum and do 6 damage. So that's 6 damage.
All right, he soaks 3 of that, and so you stagger him. Pickle immediately raises up as Rast starts moving and starts swinging his bat wildly, and the bat connects with Clemens's right knee, and it makes him go down for a moment as he tries to fire again. And I'm going to actually move his initiative turn back to the very end just for this round, and it is Rast's turn. Rast immediately raises the auto pipe gun and fires it at the one standing in his way, which is Duke Fury. And this will be difficulty 1. Is your defense 1, Todd?
Yes. Duke Fury's defense is a 1. That's
All right.
That's a uno. That's a in French.
All right. Target number 8.
What a cultured man.
Ooh, a 1 and an 18.
Fucking piece of shit. We're ending the podcast.
There comes another action point.
This is in the book of Revelations.
Don't worry. When we're playing our next game and Austin is on you guys' team, it'll be awful.
Okay. Thanks, Kyle.
I started to say we're playing 2d20 right after this, and it's going to be right back to the old 20s. Rolling for damage. 3 damage and 2 effect, but that one has no effect. So, Todd, you just take 3 damage. Let's see where I hit you. Ooh, in the head. As he fires the pipe gun, little tiny roofing nails just fly from the barrel of the gun and kind of skim past Duke Fury's head, takes off an ear, and he advances further on you, kind of pushes you out of the way as you kind of stagger from the damage and starts moving through the doorway. And it is Bailey's turn.
Bailey leaves. No, Bailey is going to pipe gun again.
Okay? Who are
And-
you shooting at?
Dr. Rast.
Okay.
So again, target number 8.
Difficulty 1. I'm going to spend an action point and make that difficulty 2.
Well, fuck you. Bailey's tagged in small guns, so crit range is 3.
Okay.
It's a 12 and a 3, so
Nice.
got it.
All right, so how much damage do you do?
It's 3 damage to the pipe gun. That's 2 damage.
Let's see where you hit. The left leg. Jesus, y'all are all just taking out each other's fucking kneecaps.
Hate
What we
legs.
haven't
Legs.
The thing we haven't covered yet, as long as we've been playing this game, is each of us is only like 3.5 feet tall.
Right. And 2 of those feet are legs.
So Bailey kind of advances forward, firing her gun. Dr. Rast staggers as the bullets kind of sink into the back of his thigh, but it doesn't slow him down much because he successfully gets moved through the doorway and into the hallway beyond. And Clemens got moved to the end of the line after Pickle knocked his kneecaps. And so, Todd, it is Duke Fury's turn.
Duke Fury is going to draw his 10mm pistol. Here's what he's going to do. He's going to take that 10mm pistol and he's going to aim it at Rast and pretend it's a television.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's not Kid Rock. He's not taking guns to the White House.
That was a thing, by the way, right? Elvis walked into the White House strapped,
He did.
And became a certified DEA agent.
And high.
Yeah.
I mean, so was Nixon.
They gave him a badge just to like get him out of there. You
Austin,
know, like,
our previous president was addicted to Sudafed.
right.
That's also true. All right, so Todd, what's your target number?
Target number with a 10mm pistol is a 7.
Okay, this is just going to be difficulty 1.
Fucking God.
I swear to God.
But I hate role-playing games. I want to do a nutrition podcast.
What?
So I see a 20. What's the other one?
If we start doing
12.
that, Austin just starts eating horribly all of a sudden.
Todd, this is the final scene.
Austin, you can't have chocolate chips for dinner every night.
You know what?
That's baking chocolate. Stop.
I'm gonna spend 2 luck.
Okay.
That leaves me with 1, and I'm gonna re-roll both of these fucking die. God damn it!
You know, if this was a Dungeons and Dragons or an OSR
Yeah, it
game,
would
you'd
be
be
great.
killing it.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 18s.
Here's the thing. Austin just running this game has cursed us all.
Yeah.
Last time, fellas.
It's like leeching out.
Can we put this to a vote? No more Austin. Raise a show of hands.
I think so, yeah. Just for our own dice protection.
and as a podcast visual describer, we all raised our hands. Even Austin. It was weird.
So Clemens is going to try to break away, shove his way past Duke Fury, and get inside the hallway through the doorway as well with Dr. Rast, where they can make a concerted stand.
I'm fine with letting them have the thing at this point.
Right. I just want to go back to that tap room.
That's in and out of character.
And as he does, he's going to fire one more time at Pickle.
I'm going to spend that action point to make his difficulty increased.
Okay. So he's got to hit 2 successes. Target number 11. It's a 12 and a 3. I'm going to spend one of his luck points to re-roll that one and see if I can hit it. And it's a 1.
I swear to fucking God. I'm done. I'm done with this.
Well, it's like,
We will refund all your Patreon money from the past year and a half. I swear to God, I don't even want to be here anymore.
I'm not going to spend that action point on extra damage. I want to save it.
it's Austin's luck has been so bad that it's now just reality is catching up to where he should normally be.
I started
Yeah.
to say, I've won the lottery like 7 times.
At this point, you just got a Call of Duty nuke.
Honestly,
I hit a kill streak.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Austin sacrificed his child to the Dark Lord.
Dear Lord, he doesn't even have it yet. You better name that child Bailey Big Smile.
That one's just 3 damage.
And it hits.
Your right arm. Finally, a fucking limb.
Don't have armor.
Do you
there.
soak that?
Legs are
I don't
limbs.
have armor there. I have armor in 2 locations.
Legs are limbs.
Oh,
also.
so you take an additional 3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, legs are limbs. Just saying.
So what's Pickle down to?
Oh, I have 1 hit point.
Oh,
Shit. And with that, Clements turns and flees into the hallway,
Wait, is he going into the vault or out?
into the vault.
Okay.
And it is Pickle's turn once again.
I run after him saying, hey, this is the end of the game, so do or die. Another 20.
God damn it.
Now,
One
wait a
more
minute.
luck.
You rolled a 2 there.
Yeah, the 2 is good, but I don't want a complication.
You're not tagged in melee?
Yeah, I am.
What's your rank?
4.
That's a crit. That's enough.
Yeah, but I don't want a complication from a 20.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And I rolled an 11, so I got another success. So 3 successes. I'm going to put it all in damage.
Okay.
do it. Meanwhile, I'll be outside slashing Austin's tires.
So I'm rolling 8 dice.
Okay.
So I only did 3 damage. I got a bunch of 4s. Can I spend luck to re-roll any of those?
You can. It costs 1 luck point for every reroll.
Yeah, I'll spend it. That's a 5. So 4 damage, no effect.
So, in a desperate attempt, as Clements kind of staggers through the doorway, Pickles just hurls his bat at Clements' head. You hear this ting, and he topples over forward. It doesn't kill him, but it fucked him up. And the bat drops right outside the doorway, kind of knocked him the rest of the way in, and he's on the floor trying to get back to his feet as you pick the bat up again. Rast is already a few paces ahead of him, heading for what looks like just a silver briefcase on a desk. It's the only clean-looking thing in a filthy fucking bomb shelter. Rast turns, noticing that Clements has fallen by his side, turns around and fires a defensive shot just back at the open doorway. I'm going to see who he aims at. I'm going to roll randomly for this.
Bailey dives in front of the doorway to stop the bullet.
Okay.
No, not my doorway.
They bonded a lot, Bailey and this
My
tour.
only friend.
All right, I'm going to say shot at Bailey then.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's difficulty 1, target number of 8. I rolled a 7. And so that does 2 damage. Oh, just 1 damage. Let's see where it hits you. On the left leg.
I soaked that.
Cool. And so he turns and starts running on for the silver case in the back of the room. And it is now Bailey's turn.
So where are we at in relation to each other?
You're all kind of crowded in the doorway, looking in as Rast and Clements are kind of struggling to get to this Gek in the back of this small, sheltered room.
Can I get to Rast from where I am right now?
Yeah, you'd have to pass by Clements, but he's staggering to his feet, so I think you're okay.
And he probably wouldn't look at me anyway because most don't.
Okay.
Okay, Bailey's going to run towards Rast and do the big symbolic self-sacrifice thing.
Oh, okay.
She's going to dual wield baseball grenades and,
Holy shit.
and hug kill.
Pickle just gives her the thumbs up the whole time.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, well, I mean, you're not throwing it, so this is not an attack. I'm going to say make a strength and athletics check to just make sure you can get maneuvered past your enemies and get your arms around Rast.
Okay, Bailey has a 6 in strength, a 3 in athletics, and is tagged, so
Oh, okay.
that's a target number of 9.
Okay. This is just going to be difficulty 1.
Bailey used to run track.
I'm going to spend my last
By
action
herself.
point and make it difficulty 2.
Anybody want to help with like the only encouraging words Bailey's ever heard?
Duke Fury's going to help you out with his charisma and his speech.
Oh, okay. So some encouraging words.
Absolutely.
All right. So just roll a d20. What's your target number?
8.
And what's your encouraging words?
How are you motivating the suicide bomber?
Look here, I know I'm not one to be all flowery and make speeches and whatnot, but I just want to let you know,
I'm already
Bart.
there.
Thanks anyway.
But that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
I just want to let you know, Barbie, that you're okay in my book. That's a 14.
God damn, Austin.
Todd, you got any luck left?
I have 1 luck left.
I'm going to let
and
you spend a
okay.
point of luck and re-roll one more.
I'm rolling a different die. Fuck that one. God damn it, it's a 13.
Corey, you're fucking cursed. Roll.
I got no successes. A 10 and a 15.
Oh, Jesus.
You have luck, though, yeah?
Yeah, I have 4.
Okay. I'd fucking spend them.
Rerolling both of them. Just a lucky person, this Bailey. It's a 9 and a 15, so 1 success.
Okay. So
Can
we're gonna
I
say you
re-roll
don't-
again?
We're going to say you don't quite make it to Rast. Clements grabs your ankle as you're running past. And you're already running just with arms out. So Bailey's just running into this vault with arms outstretched. Both grenades activated in her hands. And you see her running, and she's going to get him. And all of a sudden,
it's
she
like
just...
it's like the Ferris wheel.
And Pickle is actually the one who almost says, hey, wait a minute there. And Clements reaches out, grabs her ankle, and she just plummets into the dirt right as they both go off. And let's make a random check to see if you get one or both of them. And you got both of them. What damage do your baseball grenades do?
5.
Okay, so just roll 5D, and we're just going to double that.
Okay. That's 3 damage, so if it's doubled, it's 6.
So that's 6 damage to both. Bailey just runs, I would say like screaming like a battle cry, but it really just kind of sounds more like moaning her way into this little shelter. with both of these grenades out. Clemens grabs hold of her, but it's not enough to stop her. As soon as her face hits the ground, the grenades both go off, and there's just this very narrow spray of red that comes out of this open vault doorway and just coats both Duke and Pickle. And when the smoke clears, it just looks like someone redecorated an underground shelter. And there in the middle of the blood spray is this silver briefcase looking thing.
Well, that was easy.
Hold on a second. Duke Fury's going to say a little prayer. Rest in peace, Barbara. So Duke Fury goes over there. He picks up the briefcase. He's got the Gek. He turns and looks at Pickle and is like, I want to tell you something, Mr. Pickle. Feels like our adventure's just begun, and this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Can we take these dead guys?
Absolutely.
They very conspicuously leave Diamond City with Pickle's bags just bulging. Behind you is Vault 95. The haunting plea of a brave woman, the mutated horrors of the wasteland, the wonder of Diamond City, and the betrayal of someone who claimed to be an ally. And the death of a ghoul, but she's not really important.
Okay. Wow.
No, she actually was very important. She wound up saving the day. For many people, today will just be another attempt to scrape by, survive, and make the best of a dying world. But as the sun rises and falls, you know deep down that the Commonwealth will never be the same. And for better or worse, you played a part in that. You've become a part of something bigger than yourself. What will you do with the Gek? And what new hopes or tragedies will tomorrow bring? And that is the end.
Well,
Hooray!
All right. Never again are you allowed to run a game. You son of a bitch.
Mostly the odds were in you guys' favor right up until that last finale battle.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the important thing is that nobody important got hurt.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, that was a lot of fun.
More 2D20 coming soon. We're getting back into Octon Cthulhu very shortly.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
we're going to continue the Shadows of Atlantis. Is that the name
That's
of the
right.
call? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started it some episodes back and went to Vienna and killed some policemen and
Yeah.
talked to dogs.
Yeah.
So if you're into that, go back and listen to the Octon Cthulhu episodes. Meet those characters. We're going to continue that session pretty soon.
Yeah. And thank you to all our Patreon members. A couple
Yeah.
were featured tonight's episode, mostly as extras, but some of them as bartenders.
And thank you all for listening.
Yeah, and thank you to Barrel and Bond, our sponsor down there at 100 Broadway, downtown Paducah. It's a bourbon bar, but they got beer, wine, fantastic cocktails if you're into that.
They have pimento cheese.
They've got pimento.
Nice.
Oh, we never talk about the food. They
Yeah.
got some shit. They got chocolate chip cookies.
They do.
When we start our nutrition podcast, we're going to do a feature there.
That's right.
Yes.
Just don't touch the briefcase in the bathroom.
Oh, dear Lord.
But thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin?
On me map is that a mutant in your pockets. Doop-a-doo. We better make haste or let that meat go